Hello. So today I will gonna teach you, or we will gonna learn how to center a div. So in case you didn't know, a div is an element of HTML, or to simply put it, an element of a website. So this is our visualization, and I prepare a simple code here for our demonstration. So here, uh, this is this looks like our visualization right here, and I created a simple HTML snippet as HTML skeleton here, uh, that has a div element. So I made the body 100%. The height of the body, this white background here, is the body 100%, and right here the div is 50 VH, or 50%, and the width is also 50%. So as you can see, it is 50, it is half of the size of the parent or the body, because this div here is the child of the body. This body here is the parent of the div. So I hope it is not confusing, and I make the font size to 3rem, or 36 pixel right here, this div 36 pixel, and it is centered, as you can see, color white and background red. So this is the div here, this red. So let's start with the first method, using grid. So I uncomment this. So basically what happens here is that this grid here relies on the parent, or the body. Our parent here is the body, and the div is the child. So right here, the parent sets the display to grid and place items to center. So meaning the child inside that parent would be centered. So let's move on to the flex box. Okay, let's remove first to see the difference. Okay, so right here, it is also parent based approach. You set the display of the parent to flex, and justify content center, and align item center. What justify content center do is it centers the the child horizontally, like this, horizontally. And what align items do is it centers the child vertically, like that. Sorry. so so let's move on. Save, and then now comes to the absolute positioning. This right here is different from the two above, like they are based on the parent. Right here, the absolute positioning is based on the child element itself. So right here, we are modifying the child itself, not the parent. So the parent and the child. So uh, that's for reference. Then so right here, the child, the div, set the position to absolute. Right here, what happens is that if you save, right, what happens is this position absolute is is doesn't care about the other element, and it just moves out to the document itself. And right here, the top and the left position 50%. I don't really understand this, but just copy the code. Okay, and now let's move on to the second absolute positioning, which I really love to do, and I can explain this more better than the first absolute one. This is what I'm using in CSS battles. So right here, set the position to absolute, meaning it would what do you call this? It would set the position regardless of the element beside it, because element I don't have time, but basta kani ang ginaingon niya ni kaning this absolute positioning is wala siya ga pakialam sa uban nga element, bisag naa pa siya tapad diri mo center gid na siya. Ang iyang ginatan-aw ra ni, or this looks at the parent, this body. Okay, margin auto, top, left, bottom, and right set to 0. And what's cool thing about this is that you can easily move the element on what you desire just by adding or modifying these values here. For example, you want to move this div, the center div, below a bit, right here, or right here. You want to drag it below a bit. You can do that in absolute positioning by making the top like 20%, 10%. See what I did there? I just add 10% to the total height of the parent. What happens if I make 100%? This will be off screen, I think. Okay. It only shows half of the parent height. And 150 off screen, of course. And you can scroll it vertically. So that's it for our lesson today. I hope you learned something new.